Hey everyone, what's up? Newbie Snake here. How are you all doing today? Today I'll go through the details and rewards of the new ranking events with all of you, as well as the event gacha and some news. So let's get started. First up, we have some news regarding the Nindo level. So for a lot of us, we're actually familiar with the Nindo level. For some of you who are newer, feel free to check out any of my previous videos. I have mentioned Nindo level a lot. So I'm not going to explain about what it is. I'm just going to explain about what the changes are. All right. So for those of us who are actually familiar with it, you guys will know that Nindo level were always displayed at 0 out of 10. And when you feed it with the same card, it's going to go up to 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, etc. Right. So now they're going to change display. It's going to be out of 11 now. But it is not because they are increasing one more max capacity for it. It's just how they're changing the original default display. Instead of 0 out of 10, they're going to make it 1 out of 11 because I guess you're always at number 1, right? Like your first base card is always the first one. So I guess they want to limit confusion. Now, when you first start off your card, it's always going to be 1 out of 11. But really, there's no changes in regards to this, in regards to how many you need to feed your characters. Okay, so you still need to feed 10 characters to the exact same character that you want to feed it to. And then, so instead of displaying 10 out of 10 when it's maxed, it's going to display 11 out of 11. All right, so what you're doing is exactly the same when you're feeding it, but then they're changing the display. I believe it's to limit confusion. All right, or to make it align with your other stuff, like your awakening state. You're always at 1 out of 4 or 5 or 6, and then now you were never at 0 out of 5, right? So I guess it's partially that reason. The other reason is this one right here. They are also adding a new feature to Nindo level. All right, and it's funny how in my video that I released yesterday, I was just talking about the Nindo level, about that new Naruto, right? If you want to get all 10 of them, then you can actually max out the Nindo level. But then maybe a lot of us are thinking about not spending their premium mileage because you're only getting, let's say, 1,000 to 1,500, or max, let's give you 2,000, right, per stats. Then stat wise, some of us might think it's actually not a big deal, right? It's just a couple thousand, right? So maybe a lot of us will not spend Nindo level increase item or that ticket onto your character or spend premium mileage. But just as I mentioned it in my last video yesterday, I think they have found a new way to make some more money. So this is what it is right now. When a character has reached maximum Nindo level, now their status, like overall stats, will be increased, like we're more powerful. I believe it's probably even more than before. All right, so when you buffed it before, not buff it, when you maxed out your Nindo level before, obviously it was increased by 1,000 to about 1,500, but now it says their status is more powerful, it's increased. So maybe think of it as like awakening. When you awaken a unit at level when you awaken a unit from maximum level 80 to a maximum level of 100, you first get like a status increase, right? So all of your stats are actually became more powerful. And when you actually max out its level to a level 100, you also gain an other boost to it, right? So maybe in this case, you will also get another boost on your stats when you max out the level. All right, so I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that yet because I don't have actually no, I do have one that at level 10 of 10 for my Naruto. I didn't check it yet. So either you're just gonna get your usual plus 100 to 150 per stats per Nindo level increase, or at the end you might get like a tiny boost. I don't know yet, but that's not what I'm trying to tell you guys here. It's the second part that I want to tell you guys. When you max out the Nindo level, your skill damages are gonna be increased. All right, so that is actually the crazy part. So think about it. Usually when you have your skills, skill number 1, skill number 2, when you max it out, you know, it deals probably more damage than your description, right, from experience. And then when you level it up to level 100, you're awakening to level 100 out of 100, you get better stats and stuff, right? And then that might affect your skills. But then that's it, right? Nindo level used to not increase anything, but now the other way of increasing your skill damage to even make to make it even better is to max out the Nindo level. All right, so now when you max out the Nindo level, your skill damage will actually go up, and you know they're just talking about different skills will have different bonuses and stuff like that. So that's what I was saying about another way of making money, because before, it is saying, before when you max out your Nindo level at 10 out of 10, it actually does nothing, right? There's no bonuses or whatever. There's no bonus in terms of skill damage. So in a way, yes, this is another way to make money, but to be fair for the game, gameplay wise, it's actually a nice thing to have, because even for me, like before, I actually don't really care if we can max out this person's Nindo level or not, because it's not a huge difference. It was kind of useless, to be honest. Like, you know, your stats going up by 1,000, so what, right? You deal around the same damage anyways, so you aren't really losing anything, or your card doesn't get like exponentially stronger. But now maxing out your Nindo level is actually worth it. All right, it's actually worthwhile doing, and it's actually meaningful. Before, it was totally meaningless. I can say that, not totally, but for me, personal experience, it was not significant enough for me to actually try to spend time and resources onto maxing out someone's Nindo level. But now things have changed, so gameplay wise, it has improved. So I actually support this decision. But you know, as a side effect or a byproduct, they will definitely make more money from this, because it's indirectly making money. Because if people spend premium mileage points, then they to spend premium mileage points to buy the Nindo level increased item, then that's indirectly helping them profit from it, right? Because the next thing I want to talk about to answer a viewer's question is, he or she asked me, what are the different ways to earn premium mileage points? Okay, so for those of you who are newer to the game, there is only one way to earn premium mileage points. Okay, so premium mileage and mileage points are different. Mileage point is basically whatever you do in the game. You play a mission, you sell a card, you upgrade a card, you awaken a card, anything, all right, will earn you regular mileage points. Okay, but for premium mileage, you have to spend gems. Spending 1 gem will net you 2 premium mileage. So for example, if you spend 10 gems, you get 20 mileage points. If you spend 100 gems, you get 200. Simple, right? But during this event period, for about 7 days or so, I forgot, it's until July something, right? The premium mileage is doubled. It's actually right here. Let's click on it. Premium mileage, it's doubled. Actually, they didn't say it, but there's a sign right here. Premium mileage is doubled, okay, during this time. So you spend 1 gem, you will get 4 mileage. So if you spend 10 gems, you get 40. You spend 100 gems, you get 400, okay? So that's how they make money if you spend more premium mileage. So because people spend money to buy gems, and then gems will net you some premium mileage. So if people want to get a lot of premium mileage, then they need to spend a lot of money. So that's what I was saying, how they're indirectly profiting from it. So whether or not they're making money, it's not our concern anyways, because they're improving the gameplay a lot. You know, people can still choose to be free to play player, so it really doesn't matter. I think it's all good as of this moment. And again, as I always say, a game company makes the game to make money, right? So it's kind of ridiculous for players to hate on the company for wanting to make money, because it doesn't make sense. If they don't make money, we can't play the game. So anyways, enough of me rambling here. So let's talk about the premium mileage Sasuke. Actually, before that, I have 2 more news that I want to talk to you about, but it's okay. We can load up that screen first. The next one I want to talk about is the Boruto story mission level 1 bug fix. Okay, so there's a news today, on the bulletin board. Basically, some viewers came to my Twitch and let me know about it too. They found out that on Boruto story mission level 1, it causes 2 stamina, right? That actually, every time you complete that mission, it used to give you 1,000 EXP. I haven't really tried it or noticed it myself because I probably only played that once. So that was actually a glitch, and some viewers or some players of the game are probably wanting to keep that a secret so they can kind of exploit it, so they can just keep replaying that mission to gain some levels. But obviously, Gree, which is the company of this game, found out right away and they fixed it. So just want to let all of you know, or let those of you who actually know about the bug, who was taking advantage of it, it's been fixed, okay? And which is good, and it was expected because Gree is a really good company so far that, with experience, they always find bugs right away. They fix bugs right away. They find out cheaters right away, etc. Right? So they're really good at these stuff, and I actually appreciate that because that means they're really, looking out for the players and stuff. So, into trying to give us a better experience. So then, in turn, they make more money because it's a good game. All right, and the last time I checked on the Japanese App Store, iOS App Store, for the top grossing, they were within the top 30, which is really nice. And the Super Gundam Royale game that I will be making a video on, that I mentioned, was just below Naruto as well. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, that's the one. And finally, also another one I need to talk about is the current ranking event bug. So some of you guys might be experiencing some bugs with the ranking event. What I read was that when you kill off Tsunade, so I don't know, I haven't played it yet, so there seems to be a Tsunade inside. If you kill a Tsunade, the level ends. Apparently it's a bug that was not intended to happen. So if you guys are experiencing some bug with the current new ranking event, they said they're looking into it right now. They haven't found a solution yet, but they're looking into it, and they will hopefully try to provide a solution ASAP. Hopefully they won't take the server down for too long, or hopefully it's like a quick fix. But that's the final news that I need to talk to you guys about. All right, so let's talk about the event. Premium mileage Sasuke, because I mentioned this in my previous 2 videos, and now it's finally out. And now you guys can kind of decide now, right? Because on my previous video, I was saying, I don't know if I should get this, or like wait for this to come out and get this, or actually get the Naruto with 761 premium mileage. So after reading this before recording the video, I actually have made up my mind. I think I'm just gonna go for the Naruto, but I'll tell you guys about him as well, because some of you are Sasuke fans, right? So here are his stats at level 100 out of 100, and it is a 5 stars, not a 6 stars. And cannot go and become a 6 stars like the free Naruto that we can get. So first skill is a Sharingan type. It's his Susanoo. Trigger speed is fastest. Chakra cost is 99. And what he does is he deals 7% plus 1,800 damage to a single target enemy. All right. And also, give me a quick second here. All right. So this description is saying the more Taka members that you have on your team, the higher the damage will be. So for example, Taka is his team, right? So basically it's him and that water guy that can melt and stuff. And then we have Jugo, that orange hair dude that can turn into a beast and have like extreme amount of power, but he also tries to kill his teammates, right? And the last psychopath is Karen, right? Yeah, so all the psychopaths that are on his team, basically the eagle team or the hawk team. So for each hawk or Taka member on your team, your damage is gonna be increased by 1 time. So for example, it's saying maximum amount of damage you can do is 4 times, because you can have only 4 members on your team, right? And also there's a brackets here. It says friend included. So that means even though if you have a friend with you, making your team out of 5, I think it's the max damage you can deal with is 4 times the damage, because I think his, if you count himself, it's going to be the first 1 times, and then count the second psychopath, it's going to be 2 times, and then 3 times, etc. So the max you can have is 4 times, including your friend. So it'll be 4 times 7% plus 1,800 damage. Okay, so that's how he's going to deal those damage. Second skill is a no type skill. Trigger speed is fastest. Chakra cost is 80. Basically, it buffs all Taka members, buffs their attack, defense, and agility by 50%. And then for his leader abilities, he buffs all Taka members, buffs their attack and agility by 20%. And also ability number 1, after every action, his attack and agility is increased by 10%. Maximum turns is 4, so I believe it stacks. So after 4 turns, you have reached a maximum of 40% increase for your attack and agility. Ability number 2, for the first 6 turns, your attack and skill damage will be increased by 50%. And that's it, guys. This is Sasuke. For me, I personally don't think I'll be getting him, so I don't know about you guys. Like, if you guys like having a Taka specific team, then you might want him as your team member or team leader, because he does have a pretty okay, that's a pretty good support skill. All right, but it only affects Taka members, so you gotta keep that in mind. So if he's like a standalone support or standalone character, he won't be as good, because let's say if he doesn't even have this multiplier damage on top of his percentage damage, he's going to only deal 7% plus 1,800 damage, and to a single target enemy. Like, come on, mate. Right? So, yeah. All right, so that's it for that. And let's go straight to the event gacha first, so then we can talk about that, and then leading to the ranking event. So this is our event gacha. This time they've introduced a new character, which is the new 5 stars Killer Bee and 5 stars Utsumaki Naruto. QB Chakra mode. So let's talk about B first. Actually, wait. Let's take a look at this. The percentage of them. All right, so the first multi-pull that you're gonna do, you're gonna be guaranteed 5 stars for sure, but again, there's no guarantee what 5 stars you're gonna get. You can get anything from the Killer Bee, Naruto, this Naruto, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 5 stars. These 7 5 stars has a 91% of coming out. All right, for the first 10 polls we're talking about, and then this Naruto over here has 6%, and then there's 3% only. So now it's actually really nice how it's all clear to us, that we can actually see what we are spending our gems for, like what kind of chance we are, right? Because before it would be total gambling, like we would not know anything, right? So yeah. So be prepared to probably get another Darui, because I already got like 5 of him or 6 of him, right? So my Nindo level is pretty high for Darui, seriously. But anyway, so that's the first 10 polls. The next 10 polls, it's gonna be normal. Again, it's gonna be let's see. Well, not really, actually. Second multi-poll, it's still, you're gonna have a bit of an advantage. You're gonna get a guaranteed 4 stars for sure. Okay, over here it says 4 stars for sure, like at least. So you won't get any 3 stars over here. Okay, so 4 stars, you have a 40% chance, and then this 5 stars has 6% chance right away. And then over here, there's a 45% chance of getting these 4. Okay, these are like the featured pickup characters for the second multi-poll that you decided to do. And then we have 6% chance for this 5 stars Naruto, and 3% chance for Killer Bee and QB mode Naruto. All right, and after that, like your third multi-poll or your single summon, etc., the rates to get these 2 are only 2%, and then 4% of getting this Naruto, 15% of getting the 4 stars pickup characters, 4% chance to get these 5 stars. And then you can just read it for yourself. For 3 stars, 48% chance of getting all 3 stars and 27% chance of getting these 4 stars. Okay, so which means the chance of getting a garbage unit is pretty high. But anyways, we have known this since the beginning of this game, right? Of any gacha game, really. Okay, so let's go and talk about Killer Bee. So this is it. Again, it's a multiplier damage. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, come on, man. Seriously. Another bee that is, affected by enemy's defense. But anyway, so here it is. His stats really high on the attack portion, but pretty low for the defense portion. Okay, it's even lower or average at best comparing to level 80 units. Okay, but this is level 100 stats. Okay, so for the first skill, it's a Tai Jutsu type. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost is 90. By the way, what's up with all these chakra costs above 90? Like for the past few new characters, like have you guys noticed this? It's kind of ridiculous. It always costs 90. But anyways, he actually has an ability that kind of balances that out. But other new characters don't though. Anyway, so he deals 8 times his attack damage as attack to a single target enemy. And also, he removes the enemy's attack up status, all right? I believe the other bees kind of do this too. So basically, if your enemy has a buffed status for their attack, Killer Bee removes this. So his opponent's no longer under a buffed status for attack. All right, so if Killer Bee himself his attack is under a buff status, so if his attack is being increased at the moment, he will deal 2.5 times the damage to the enemy. So 2.5 times 8, okay? So second skill is a no type skill. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost is 70. He buffs his own attack and skill damage by 80%. Leader skill, he buffs all Hidden Cloud Village users. So he buffs their HP and he doesn't buff them. He affects them, okay? So after every turn, their HP and chakra will be recovered by 8%. And this only affects Hidden Cloud Village units. Okay, ability number 1. When you are, his maximum capacity for his chakra is increased by 100. So this is what I said about him balancing it out, because he actually has 200 chakra instead of just 100. So basically his 90 cost is kind of like 50 from, if you're thinking of, whatever, do the math, all right? So because usually normal characters have 100. And usually, let's say if a skill costs 50, that's half, right? But now he has 200 and his first skill costs 90. So that's half of his max capacity for chakra, but kind of less than half because it's 90 out of 200. Anyway, so for the first 5 turns, his skill damage is increased by 60%. But after that, it becomes normal again. Ability number 2, excuse me, his max HP and his attack is increased by 50%. And also, there's a chance that after an action, his agility will go down by 20%. Okay, so there's a chance that after every action, after that, there's a chance to lower down your agility by 20%. So maybe it'll only affect one turn. I don't know if it's like a permanent effect, okay? So don't quote me. But that's it for Killer Bee. If you want to know my opinion on him, I think he is just kind of average at best. I don't really know because I don't plan on polling, to be honest, on this gacha. For those of you who actually have him, let me know. But don't base it off of the current event because he has damage bonus right now. But if you use him onto any other event, 8 times the damage is pretty normal. And considering the fact that he does not ignore the enemy's defense, so 8 times the damage on an enemy who has full defense is kind of not as strong as other strong units. Okay, he's probably average. And also you have to buff his own attack, which is you have to use this one. and then it'll deal 2.5 times plus 8 times right there. So yeah, so maybe he will deal pretty okay damage after the buff, but overall I think he is not like really top tier or anything like that. Okay, so next up we have Uzumaki Naruto with the QB chakra linked mode. And again, the first skill, as I mentioned in my previous video, this is Yellow Flash. All right, he inherited the skill from his dad, kind of. Anyways, trigger speed is fastest, chakra cost is 80. He deals 7% plus 5,000 damage to a single target enemy. So that's pretty okay. That's actually pretty good. If you guys have been keeping track of the new units, 7% plus 5,000 is pretty good. Yeah, and then also if his agility is under a buffed status, his attack will be times 2.5 times. Okay, so his damage will be increased by 2.5 times. It'll be 2.5 times the 7% plus 5,000. So you guys have to do the math there. And then second skill is a no type skill. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost is 50. He buffs his own agility and skill damage by 80%. And for abilities right here, leader skills, he buffs all type units, buffs their attack by 20%, and after every action, their chakra will be recovered by 5%. And ability number 1, max HP and skill damage is increased by 50%. And then also there's a chance that he will dodge skills, so making skills useless to him. All right, so this is pretty cool. This is much like the 4th Hokage, Minato, his dad. Ability number 2, max chakra capacity is increased by 100, and for the first 5 turns, his skill damage is increased by 60%. So you might be wondering, why is this skill the exact same as Killer Bee's first ability? Because of the name. Basically, this is saying, well, actually, no. This is kind of different, but this is where they conquered, right, their beast. All right, so this is where Bee taught him how to conquer the beast, etc. So this is when they conquered the beast. So now they have, more chakra capacity. And then for the first 5 turns, skill damage is increased by 60%. If you guys want to know what this is, he conquered hatred. And if you guys have been following QB, which is the Nine Tails, is like, a beast of hatred, right? So he conquered it. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, so if you have to compare the 2 units, I believe Uzumaki Naruto is more worth it. It has kind of more value if you take a look at his leader skill, right? Leader skill buffs all units, buffs their attack. And then it also has a similar effect where after every action, chakra is recovered by 5%. And then also he can dodge skills, right? A chance to dodge skills. So yeah, that's it. If you ask me if you should pull or not, I really don't know. Again, it's really up to you guys, right? But this time, just gonna remind you guys again, it's not a guaranteed chance to get them. Both of them, not like the Mu event where you're guaranteed to get Mu and you're guaranteed to get Onoki, right? So yeah, you guys have to make up your mind and see if you guys want to get them. So now let's move on to the ranking events. Over here we have the current new ranking events for Killer Bee and QB versus A. Okay, so let's talk about the things first, guys. Let's talk about the rewards first. Okay, and it's cool, kind of funny how we're getting like 3 ranking events stacked together. We have Mu's ranking event, we have Sakura's ranking event, and now we have A ranking event. A is his name, okay? Raikage is the ranking event. Okay, so here are the rewards. So let's talk about the cost 32 Raikage. Oh, he's finally wearing his shirt. That looks really nice. Or was he always wearing the shirt? I remember he kind of doesn't, right, on the other ones. So that's his stats, pretty much like B. but except for the defense is actually pretty okay. If you look, yeah, if you remember, these are pretty okay stats for like a level 80 character. So definitely not the best for level 100, but still it's pretty okay if you combine how high his attack is. So first skill is a taijutsu. It says the fastest punch, okay? So trigger speed is fastest. Chakra cost is 80. He also deals 8 times the attack damage as attack to a single target enemy. And when his own agility is under buff status, he will deal 2 times the damage. So it'll be 2 times 8, equals 16. And also, the last line over here is if his trigger speed is increased, he will deal an additional 2 times. So if you guys know what it means, is that if you guys remember, 6 stars, or well, that's summoning Naruto, he can increase someone's trigger speed, right? He can actually also increase his own trigger speed as well. So he's already fastest over here, right? So what's faster than fastest is actually, what is it called? Flash, or yeah, I think it was called flash speed, right? So they're gonna go into the flash speed, and if his trigger speed is under above status, meaning his trigger speed is faster than fastest, he will deal another 2 times. Maximum, it says max total it can deal is 4 times. So the max you can ever get is 4 times the 8 times. So it'll be 32 times. Okay, so there are 2 ways to increase his own trigger speed. One is to use the 6 stars or 5 stars summoning Naruto to buff him. And the second way is to use his own second skill, which I'm about to tell you guys right now. Second skill is no type skill. Trigger speed is fastest. Chakra cost is 70. He buffs his own attack and speed by 100%. And also, he will buff his trigger speed up by 1 stage. Okay, and it affects the skill 2 and skill 1. And that is the flash speed, all right? That's faster than fastest. It's funny, right? Okay, leader skill over here. He buffs every single unit. So all units benefits from this. He buffs the skill damage and agility by 20%. And ability number 1, all skill damage is lessened. That's actually pretty good. All skill damage is lessened. All incoming skill damage is lessened. And after, let's see, wait, sorry, my bad. And his agility is increased by 50%. So over here, 150 plus 50% of that. That's 75? That's pretty high. Okay, so yeah, all incoming skill damage lessened and agility increased by 50%. And ability number 2, his attack and skill damage is increased by 80%. So I'm pretty surprised by this Raikage right here. He seems pretty decent so far. What makes me kind of happy is that his trigger speed is always fastest. You know what I'm saying? He's truly finally living up to his name in the manga and anime. And I know although he only deals 8 times like multiplier damage, but overall if he can get the effect to happen, meaning if he can buff his, meaning if you use second skill first and then use this one, he can deal up to 32 times damage. But again, you have to have someone to debuff the enemy's defense to make sure that 32 times is actually using it to their full power, right? So, it's always using it at full power, but how effective it is for the 32 times to be. So yeah, that will be pretty interesting. So again, if you guys really want this Raikage, then you guys might want to pull on the Event Gacha, because these 2, like Kyuubi and Hachibi right here, they are the featured characters of this current ranking event. So their damage and their score is going to be multiplied by a lot, right? Whereas if you don't have those 2 units, you're going to be grinding for, days before you can catch up to anyone. But then I'll go through the personal rewards, etc. afterwards. So let's go and talk about each item first. So So let's talk about this one right here. What's up with this? Okay, interesting. Okay, now they're making like 2 extra buttons for some reason, whereas before you can just click once. Anyway, so this is obviously Raikage's coat. If you equip this to anyone else other than the following Raikage, it will only trigger the regular effect, which is lightning type skills, and taijutsu type skill damage is lessened, like incoming taijutsu and incoming lightning type skills is lessened, and chakra cost is decreased by 5%. If you equipped Raikage's coats to himself, to the following ones, you trigger the unique effects, and the unique effect is that the incoming taijutsu type skill damage as well as the lightning type skill damage is halved. All right, instead of just lessened, it's halved. And then also your chakra cost is decreased by 15%. So that's pretty good. So second, oh sorry, my bad, click on the wrong button. All right, second thing is Raikage's bracelet, right? So this one does what? Attack increased by 70% and agility increases by 10%. This is the normal effect. If you equip this to the following Raikage, you're gonna get attack increased by 120% and agility increased by 20%. And also all your skill damage is increased by 30%. All right, so the third item over here, it's let's see, it's B's. Oh, this is B's muffler. All right, that's his scarf. If you equip this to anyone else other than B himself, the regular effect is attack increased by 70% and max HP is increased by 10%. And if you equip this to B, his attack will be increased by 100% and his max HP is increased by 20%. And also all skill damage is increased by 50%. And then over here, finally, is, what is this? Ooh, low power. What? I have it. Okay, plugged in. Hopefully it doesn't go down on me. All right, so this is Iruka Sensei's origami, I think. That's, yeah, it's right here. You see the paper? So it's Iruka Sensei's paper thingy. I don't know, when did he give him a letter? Anyways, if you equip this to anyone other than the QB Chakra mode Naruto, your attack, defense, and agility will be increased by 10%. But if you equip this to the following 2 Naruto, your attack, defense, and agility is increased by 30%. And also, your skills trigger speed is up by 1 stage. So meaning your trigger speed will be increased by 1 stage. Okay, I think that's the exact same thing that I just said. Anyways, so if it's fast, it's gonna be super fast. I mean, it's gonna be fastest. If it's fastest, it's gonna be flash speed. If it's slow, it's gonna be normal. Normal is gonna be fast. Okay, that's actually pretty good. And that's it for this. So let's get right into the other details. Okay, so let's talk about the featured characters. Featured characters are this is B, and they look too similar. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, and we have QB Naruto right here. So the points bonus is 12 times. So if you guys have either Naruto or B, your points bonus will be 12 times, all the way up to 20 times if their Nindo level is at 10. All right. So I believe this is going to be changed soon. It's going to be level 11. And this one probably going to say 1. So it's going to be 1 all the way up to 11. Anyways, we'll worry about that in the future. They said they're going to fix that in mid-July. Yeah, mid-July to late July. So just watch out for that. And then the damage bonus is 4 times at 0 Nindo level, and at 10 Nindo level, it's 5 times. So they not only get points bonus, but they'll also give you damage bonus. So you can kill off the bosses faster, your enemies faster, and get like a, really high and great points bonus. Over here, we have the premium mileage Sasuke. So that's probably another reason why you might want him, but still his points bonus is pretty low. It's 3 times all the way up to 5 times only. So you know, and in order to get like what, 1,000 premium mileage, you're gonna have to spend a lot of points. So by the time you spend that many gems, you're gonna probably end up getting these two, right? Who knows? Anyways, or you can use the free Kitsunade that we got. They're gonna get 3 times points bonus all the way up to 5 times. This is a damage bonus right here, 2 times all the way up to 2.5 times. And then we have Naruto over here, and you can just check out these stats yourself. All right. And again, one thing you guys might want to know, it is that they're stackable. So for example, if you got the Killer Bee over here with 12 times the score bonus, and also this QB Chakra mode Naruto, you also get 12 times, right? It'll be 12 plus 12 times equals 24 times. Total will be 24 times right here, the damage. Okay, so if let's say you have these two guys, it'll be 1.2 times plus 1.2 times equals 2.4 times your total score. All right, so that's it. But damage bonus, again, it's individual, because let's say B is dealing damage, it'll be his damage times 4. It won't be his damage times Naruto's damage bonus plus his own damage bonus. All right, so damage bonus does not stack, if you guys are wondering. Okay, so let's talk about the personal rewards first. Excuse me. So at 100 points, you're gonna get 10. Okay, by the way, this is not this ranking event is the regular standard classic ranking event where you kill off your enemies and then they will drop points, and then you just collect more points to get a higher rank and complete these personal rewards. Okay, it's not based on how high of a damage you deal. All right, so this is not a damage dealing type of ranking event. Okay, so over here we have at 100 points you're gonna get 10k gold, and then you're gonna get at 500 points you're gonna get the 4 stars training material. Then you're gonna get a title at 1,000 points, and then you're gonna get 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket, and then another training material, 20k gold, 1 stamina recovery ramen, and then another title training material, and then Rock Lee training material at 4,500 points. And then, oh, nice stuff, Ninja Stones times 5 at 5,000 points. So that's pretty good, pretty early into your grind. And then we have stamina recovery ramen, Rock Lee training material, 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket, another title, a Monkey King, stamina recovery ramen, Rock Lee training material, and then another title, 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket, 1 Ninja Stone, stamina recovery ramen. Oh, I actually really like this this time. I actually am in need of some stamina recovery ramen, and they are giving us a lot, it seems, this time. And then at 12,000 points, we're going to get 2 all-type skills grow, and then we're going to get another title. We're going to get 2 Rock Lee training material, and then another title, 2 Monkey King, 2 Rock Lee training material, and another title, 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket at 19k points, 1 Ninja Stone at 20k points, 2 all-type skill scrolls, 50k gold, and then another title, stamina recovery ramen, 1 Ninja Stone, 1 title, 2 Rock Lee training material, another title, and then we have a secret book of the ninja world at 50k points. Okay, this is to awaken your characters from a level cap of 80 to a level cap of 100. And then another title, 100,000 gold. Oh, this is awesome, we need those gold now. All right, so 2 all-type skill scrolls, and then a 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket, a stamina recovery ramen, 2 Rock Lee training material, 1 Ninja Stone, 2 all-type skill scrolls. And I also like the fact that they're always giving us 2 all-type skill scroll now instead of just 1, whereas the previous events we just keep getting 1. Anyways, and then we get another title. You know, no surprise, all the events are giving us all these titles that we almost never use. And then we have 100,000 points. At 100,000 points, we are going to get B's muffler, his a scarf, okay, as the ninja gear. All right, and then at 110k points we're gonna get a stamina recovery ramen, and then another title, 3 all-type skill scrolls, 5 Rock Lee training materials, that's nice, and then 1 title here at 150,000 points, and then another title at 200,000 points, and then we have 1
ninja stone. And then we have Iruka Sensei's paper, letter, origami. I think it's paper. I think it's letter, ninja stone. I mean, no, not ninja gear. My bad. And then we have 3 all-type skill scrolls. And then we have 1 secret book of the ninja world at 400,000 points. And then we have 5 Rock Lee training material. And at 500,000 points, guys, we're going to get the 5 stars A. So even if you guys don't pull during like the event gacha, if you guys just keep grinding enough times, at 500,000 points, you guys will be getting the 5 stars A. All right, that's Raikage, the 5 stars Raikage. That seems to be pretty okay, or pretty good. And then at 600,000 points, you're gonna get 1 Rock Lee training material, and after that, every 200,000 points, you're gonna get 1 Rock Lee training material. All right, let's talk about the ranking rewards. So right now I'm at 76.11% to 100%. You're going to get a 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket. And then at 50.01% to 76.10%, you're going to get 2 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket and 1 title. At 30.01% to 50%, you're going to get 1 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket and 2 titles. And then at 20.01% to 30%, you can get 2 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket and 2 titles. At 10.01% to 20%, you're going to get 1 5 stars Raikage. All right, the cost 32.1. And then we're going to have 1 Ninja Stone and 2 titles. At 5.01% to 10%, you can get 2 5 stars Raikage, 1 all-type skill scroll, and Raikage's coat, the ninja gear. And then you get 2 Ninja Stones and 2 titles. And at 2.01% to 5%, you can get 3 5 stars Raikage, 2 all-type skill scrolls, Raikage's bracelet and his coat, like both ninja gear, 3 Ninja Stones, and 3 titles. At 1.01% to 2%, you're going to get 4 5 stars Raikage, 3 all-type skill scrolls, 1 of his coats and 1 of his bracelet, 4 Ninja Stones, and 3 titles. At 0.51% to 1%, you're going to get 6 Raikage, 4 all-type skill scroll, 1 coat and 1 bracelet, 6 Ninja Stones, and 3 titles. At 0.11% to 0.50%, you're going to get 8 5 stars Raikage, 5 all-type skill scrolls, 1 bracelet, 1 coat, 8 Ninja Stones, 3 titles. And finally, at 0.01% to 0.10%, you can get 9 5 stars Raikage, 1 Nindo level increase item, 6 all-type skill scrolls, 1 bracelet, 1 coat, 10 Ninja Stones, and 3 titles. All right, and that's it, guys and girls. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to comment down below. And I know I haven't replied to many of you for yesterday's video because, we have all been really busy these few days. We're getting a new event or new news or some kind of update, some kind of change every single day for the past, 4 days, 3 to 4 days. I've been making a video every single day now. So I'm still catching up to the comments. So once I have time, I'll reply to every single one of you guys who needs my reply. And yeah, so feel free to keep commenting down below. I will definitely read every single one of them, and then I'll reply wherever necessary. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you guys like what I do, please continue to support me by giving me a thumbs up or spreading my videos out to any of your friends, family members, or anyone you think might like my videos or might like this game. All right, and I will see you all at my next video. So take care and bye now.